the honorable judges and all of ladies and gentlemen. Hi, I'm Enjeli Meisia Paula, a nursing student representing Eka Harap University Palangka Raya in Pemilihan Mahasiswa Berprestasi 2026. This sentence is the central principle of SDGs Number 10, Reduce Inequalities, which was launched under the auspices of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. This principle sounds simple, but it actually demands a major shift in the way we build our world. Let me start with a statement. Today, if someone is born without physical or mental disabilities, they are considered normal. But the question is, who determines the standard of normal? And furthermore, who is excluded when the standard becomes the sole benchmark for development, education, and life opportunities? The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals convey a strong message. No one should be left behind. SDG 10 emphasizes reducing inequality in all its forms. However, reality shows that people with disabilities are still the group most often left behind and least involved. Not because they are incapable, but because the world has not fully provided space for them. As young people and academics, we play a strategic role in this change. Big changes always start with the courage to question what has long been considered normal. Campuses must be safe space for all students. Innovation must be born from empathy, and policies must be designed with equity as a foundation. People with disabilities must be included, not just talked about. Distinguished case. A just word is not a word without differences. A just word is a word that values differences because ultimately each for us the potential to be in their shoes by age, by accident, or by health condition. And when what times come, we certainly hope to live in a world that does not exclude but embraces. Let's make SDGs number 10 a reality, not just as a global target, but as a moral commitment. From the way we think, to the way we design systems, to the way we treat our fellow human beings. Because true progress is not measurable by how far we go alone, but by how many people we can bring together. It is at this point that we must have the courage to acknowledge that inequality is real. It is not because people with disabilities are unable to move forward with development, but because development often processes without them. When the principle of leave no one behind is not translated into an inclusive system, it is not just certain groups that are left behind, but the very values of justice itself.